I wanted to show you guys some things I got for my Bible study, which I spoke with you guys about last week. So I got this Nelson Compact Series Bible commentary. It's very small, as you guys can see, compared to like my Bible. It's literally like small, but I like it because it is compact. So if I do want to bring it with me, I can just bring it with me anywhere I go. It is pretty thick, obviously, because since it's compact, it is going to be thick. So I'm obviously in Romans 1, as you guys saw on last week's video. I'm still going through it, and I'm just like using this as references. So as you guys can see, it just talks about certain verses and it explains them a little bit. Also gives some like definitions for certain words as well, and it also explains like the chapter in the beginning as well. All right, and the boys needed help with their game. So I also got, like I told you guys last week, I wanted to get a notebook for my notes, and I got this notebook from Amazon. I wanted a green because since the Bible also has a green in it in the front cover, I wanted to just match with it. And also, honestly, I've been loving the color green a lot lately, so that's why I got this one. It has a pen holder here, as you guys saw. It also has an elastic band, so it keeps it nice and secure. It has like content pages in the front, so as you guys see, I put page 1 is the topic Romans 1, and then in the first page, as you guys can see, I already have a lot of notes added here. So what I did was obviously put Romans 1 at the top. So for each verse, I start here, verse 1, 1, write all my notes for that verse, then verse 1, 2, continue down to the bottom. And I am currently in verse 1, 7. This is where I left off. So I also have some sticky notes for certain like Bible verses that I want to add on to later on to my notes as well. So as you guys can see, I found a lot of notes in regards to a lot of these verses, and that's why I wanted a big notebook, because honestly looking at it, I'm like, this is just for Romans 1. I'm not even done with the chapter and I've got all these notes. So I'm like, definitely this is gonna get filled up pretty fast with all the notes I'm gonna be taking. So that is what I've done so far. I just wanted to show you guys. I also, it has like a little folder here in the back if you guys want to add anything here. I know my sister, the one I mentioned to you guys last week, she has, I think, this exact same notebook. I didn't realize, but I looked back at one of her videos and I saw that she had this one, and so I was like, oh, so it's perfect. And I like that it's spiral because I can lay it flat completely, and I can also like put it all the way back, because for me, I noticed that when I write, especially on this side of the page, it's hard for me to get to the corners because of the spiral. So I like that I can just go like this and it won't bother me as much. But yeah, guys, that's so far what I've gotten for my Bible study. I think I will be getting a few other things later on in the future, but I'll keep you guys also updated on this commentary. It's, like I said, very small, it's compact. It's not gonna have a lot of information as other Bible commentaries you guys might find online, but I figured I can just start with this, and as I keep learning and getting more notes into my Bible, I can also figure out what it is that I also want when it comes to a Bible commentary. So that is all for right now. I just wanted to give you guys an update on this, and I'll see you guys in a few. Alright guys, so I actually ended up straightening my hair today. I have been wanting to straighten it, but I've only had the Revlon like blow dryer, and it's not the same as straightening my hair because obviously my hair, since it's curly, it doesn't get like pin straight. So I bought a new straightener from the brand Wavy Talk. Oops. And it actually turned out so good. Like, my hair looks very silky, and it's like a steam straightener. I'll probably show you guys later on what it looks like, but I'm sure a lot of you guys might have seen it already, like on YouTube, a lot of shorts, and I think on TikTok as well, but I've only seen it on YouTube. But my hair, let's show you guys the back. It is so soft. I did use, let's see, I used this heat protectant from Aussie. I used this, and then I also used a bond repair. It's an Ultra Perfect Hair Bond and Oil Serum. And at the end, before I did my doobie, I did use, just like on my ends, this Shea Moisture Strengthening Scalp and Hair Oil. And I feel like that those products definitely helped give my hair a lot of shine. And it looks so good. I am trying to grow out my hair. I know my hair's like long, but my hair used to be a lot longer than this. It was like up to my hips. Right now it's like not even touching my hips yet. It's like on my waist. So I'm trying to grow it out again. I had been cutting it a lot last year. Literally like every 3 months I was cutting it. So like it stayed at the same length. But this year I think I'm trying to focus on growing out my hair. I am also curious to see how my hair will revert back to curly, because I haven't, like I said, used like a straightener in a while. So I'm curious to see how my curls are gonna be after this. But yeah, I'm gonna do a doobie right now and have it protected for the nighttime. But I just wanted to show you guys what my hair was looking like. I literally love how my hair turned out. And since it's still the beginning of spring, I'm taking advantage, because I know in the summertime my hair will not stay this straight because of how humid it'll get. My hair will literally get curly in like 5 seconds. So I'm like, let me just take advantage. Now that it's still spring, it's still like warmish weather. Sometimes it's still raining, obviously it's spring, but I might as well take advantage and do it now. And Wally also likes seeing my hair straight, because when we first met, I would only have my hair straight all the time. So he's always sometimes telling me, oh, are you gonna straighten your hair? And obviously he loved it, because like I said, he loves my hair curly as well. But since this is how he met me the first time, so he's like, it just brings back memories for him. But yeah, let's just do my doobie. I'm not like an expert on doing doobies. I know, okay, my mom literally does the best doobies. Like, I don't know how she got so good at it. And I've done doobies for a while, obviously, but I cannot get it as good as she does it, even on herself and on other people. Another thing that she also does really good, that I love how she does them, are rolos. I haven't gotten it done by her in a while, obviously. Like, I think since, I don't know how old I was when I last got rolos, but my mom does like the best rolos, and I loved how she would make, like, do them. And I've tried doing rolos on myself before, and I was terrible at it, but my mom is so good at them. I love when I see her doing it on my sister, because it just brings back memories of how we used to sit under the hood reading like these books that she would have, and just waiting the hour for our hair to dry. But yeah, let me just start doing this. Like I said, don't use me as a tip, because I'm not good at doing this, and I know people do it even without like these clips, but I'm gonna show you guys how I do it. I guess you guys can just see if you want. Do it, but like I said, do what you can. So I just take out the ones that are like at the top portion. Well, my hair is gonna fall out, so let's just clip these before they fall out. Alrighty, so this is what I'm gonna do. And I use a silk bandana. These are not technically, I guess, meant for like doobies, but I like it because, sorry, not silk, they're satin. So I like it because it won't mess up my hair, and it makes my hair look really nice and like shiny, as you guys saw. I didn't put any oil right now because, like I said, I had put already earlier today. So normally I would put the Shea Moisture oil. Alright, so once I tie the bandana, I just reach in and get rid of the ones that are on the bottom part, because I don't like having ondas on my hair because of the doobies. Well, because of the bean show. So I just take these out and then try not to pull my hair at the same time. So just do it gently. So I hadn't really tightened my hair that much, so tighten it to your comfort, because obviously you're not going to try to wake up with a headache the next day. But I just do it tight enough that I know it's not gonna come out undone throughout the day. I don't have it right here, but I do also put a bonnet, which is in the room, but Wally's sleeping right now, so I'll put it once I get to the room. But yeah, so this is, I do this and I put a bonnet over my head. That way, in case if this does get out in the middle of the night, my hair is still good and protected. But yeah, guys, that is what I've done today. Tomorrow we're actually going to give the boys a haircut. So the boys have long hair, for those that know my kids. So for Levi, his hair's like, when it's curled, shoulder length, but it's like halfway down his, like, up to his waist. And then Isaac's is like probably like up to here if it's stretched out. But we're trying to do like fades on the sides of their head, and I want to see what it looks like. We're not gonna go too high up like in the fade, but we're gonna do it just a little bit just to see what it looks like. And then if we think that we want to extend it more up, then we'll do that the next time they get a haircut. But I'm gonna show you guys that when we do it tomorrow. But right now I'm gonna go to sleep. The boys are already laid them down to sleep. I read them the Bible, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. So I am currently in chapter 38, and I think this has 50 chapters. Let me double check before I spoil anything to myself. Let me go quickly. Yes, 50 chapters. So I am almost done with it. So this is what I have left. I've read this and have only this bit left. I've been reading like 1 to 2 chapters a day. I honestly probably could be reading more, but this week has been a little bit hectic, so I hadn't had time to pick up the book as much as I wanted to. But so far, I have been enjoying the book still. The main character, though, sometimes she is annoying me a little bit. But yeah, the storyline is still pretty good. I am curious about certain specific details about one of the characters in this story, Fox. He is the stepbrother of the prince. So I am curious to see more about him. But yeah, the main character right now is getting me a little bit annoyed. But sometimes that does happen with me, with certain characters. But it's when they start acting certain ways, or they start doing certain things, that I'm like, what are you doing, young lady? You are acting like a child right now. But anyways, other than that, it's pretty good. Like I said, I still have a little bit left. I'm going to continue reading it this week. I don't think you guys are going to be seeing me finishing this book, honestly, this week, because, like I said, I didn't really have a lot of time to read, and also I didn't really record myself reading that much this week. But you guys probably will see next week's vlog. I'll probably have you guys updated on me finishing it, hopefully, and give you guys my review and my thoughts on it. I also wanted to show you guys, I actually had got a book that I had pre-ordered, I think last year in September, I think, something like that. Let me show you guys. So actually, I'll show you guys both because it's part of a series. So it's from, I think, the Kingdom series. Yes, the Kingdom series. This one is the first book. It's called The Bridge Kingdom. And it's so pretty. I love the cover and the sprayed edges. And then the second book is The Traitor Queen. The cover is a little bit messed up, to be honest. It came with Amazon, but Amazon obviously sometimes the way they deliver things, it's not the best. Like the right here, it got like messed up. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but around here, it's like, I don't know, like if it peeled, that peeled off right there. You guys can see it right there. But it's still fine. I guess I'm gonna keep it. It was a pre-order, like I said, so I don't know if they're gonna have any more in stock. So I'm just gonna keep it, but it's really nice. And this is the sprayed edges. I like that it matches with the first book. So it's just like green, blue, and then there's another one that's gonna be coming out, I think, in a few months, but I haven't pre-ordered that one. Because like I said, I am trying not to buy any more books. But like I said, that one was just a pre-order. Oh, and I told you guys I was gonna start reading this book, Shield of the Mighty. Honestly, I've only gone to page 72. Like I said, I've been slacking a little bit this week. But honestly, I think I'm more focused on trying to finish this book because I'm so close to the end that I kind of slacked on continuing to read this one. But so far, this book is really good. It's kind of not really like enemies to lovers, but one of the main characters, Yoshana, she finds out that the guy she met, which is obviously Zevi, I don't know how to say his name, but she met him and she's a widow. She found out that he is part of the of Saul's army, and she does not like Saul because her husband died fighting the war for Saul, so she is against him. So in her mind, she's like, anyone that, you know, is for Saul, that wants him to continue to be the king, I do not agree with that. And she just like detests those people basically. And at first when she met Zevi, she was like, oh, this man is very handsome. But when she realized that he was part of the army, she completely was like, oh no. She started to loathe him. But he finds her attractive, and he's trying to figure out why she like got so cold with him all of a sudden. So it's pretty good. I'm really curious on how it's gonna turn around throughout the story and what's gonna make her change her mind. And if she does change her mind, hopefully she does, but I want to see what's gonna happen. But so far, like I said, I'm only on page 72, and that's chapter 5, so I'm not really that in, like not even halfway through the book. But I'm gonna continue reading this probably honestly once I'm done with Heir of Storms, because I'm trying to finish reading it before March is over, to have like another book added to this month's finished list. But yeah, guys, I am gonna keep you guys updated. Today we're actually gonna be going to do the boys' haircut. Wally's currently working, so once he gets out of work, their haircut is at 3. So once I get their haircut done, I'll probably show you guys a little bit what it looks like. I don't know how it's gonna look because like I said, they're gonna get fades on the sides, but their hair is pretty long, so I don't know if it's just gonna get covered up by their hair or if I'm gonna want to like maybe trim their curls a little bit, but we'll see. I'm still not sure what I'm gonna end up doing. I just wanna see what the haircut looks like first and then decide from there what I'm gonna do to like style their hair. But yeah, guys, I will probably continue reading a little bit more, and depending what else I read, if there's anything to update you guys on with the book, then I will, and if not, then you guys will see the haircut next. So before I forget, I wanted to show you guys the straightener that I used, which I mentioned yesterday. So it is the Wavy Talk Steam Straightener. I think it's called Straightener Steam Sesh, something like that. But this is the straightener I use. Right here it has where you put the water. I filled it up yesterday, but I only used this much on my hair. Honestly, straightening my hair was pretty fast. I don't really have a lot of hair, I feel like it might look like a lot, but I don't really have, like, my hair's not super thick. It's like probably medium, but I straightened it probably in less than 30 minutes. And it comes with this little comb attachment. I didn't actually use it yesterday because I first had to figure out how to use it, honestly, how to put it, but I figured it out today. So maybe the next time I do straighten it, I'll show you guys exactly how I use it. But it was pretty easy to use. And then it comes with this little bottle, which is what helps you put the water into the little container in the straightener. It comes with a glove. I don't really use a glove. It does get pretty hot, but I think I'm just used to it, so I don't use it. It comes with these 2 clips. And then it also comes with this scrunchie, which is so cute. It's satin. It's actually pretty good. Like, it's very tight. I probably wouldn't use it on my hair when it's straight, just because I feel like it'll leave like dents on my hair, and I don't like that. So I'll probably use it if my hair's like curly, or if I'm already gonna use it to like tie it up and I'm not worried about like getting any dents in the hair. But yeah, like I said yesterday, I did see a lot of videos, and I was like researching. I'm like, should I buy it? Should I not buy it? And like I said, I ended up getting it, and I loved how my hair turned out. I am going to probably use it another time, like in probably like a month. I'm trying to just probably, if I'm going to straighten my hair, just be once a month. But I do want to see how my hair reverts back to curly. So I think on the next vlog, I might show you guys me washing my hair and seeing how my curls bounce back, if they bounce back, which I'm pretty they do, because I do want to still have my curls. But yeah, this is basically, I'm doing my hair straight because I noticed, like, when I think back, I used to do my hair straight a lot back then, and I feel like it helped my hair get longer just because it wasn't tangling as easily. I get single knots, so I feel like that also causes breakage on my hair. But when it's straight, it doesn't really happen as often. So that's why I wanted to see if straightening my hair, I see a difference in my hair growing a little bit faster, since there'll be like less breakage in my hair. But I mean, obviously straighteners do cause breakage as well if you don't, you know, take care of your hair. But I am gonna still be using the strengthening Shea Moisture hair oil, because I have been using it now for a while. It is literally like this much left. I've used it already on my scalp, and I love it. Leaves like a tingly sensation because it has rosemary and I think mint as well. And I just love when my scalp feels like tingly because I know it's like working. But yes, I'm gonna continue using that, and I think if I see any difference on my hair, I will let you know. I do want to use it on my entradas, I think that's what you call it, but on these parts, because my hair does have, I don't have that much hair right now. It's actually looking a lot better than before, but I did have like a few fallouts here, especially after like pregnancy, but it seems to be growing. So I'm going to just continue using that, and hopefully it helps, you know, thicken up my hair. Because honestly, another thing I want for my hair is for it to get thicker, because like I said, I don't really have the thickest hair. I mean, maybe that's just for me. I think I don't have the thickest hair. I will say this for sure. I feel like my hair has gotten a little bit thicker from before, but like I said, my hair's not the thickest, especially when I straighten. You can tell that my hair's like probably like medium thickness, but I want it to be a little bit more thicker. So I want to use more hair oils on my scalp to help it like strengthen my hair strands, and hopefully that helps it get thicker. But yes, I'll probably keep you guys updated as the time goes by and see if I notice any difference on my hair, and if it gets, you know, thicker, or if it's helping just like prevent also split ends, because my hair is very prone to split ends also. So I have been using a lot of oils on my ends specifically for that, because I'm trying to not have as many split ends. I know it's usually not like 100% preventable, but I still at least want to take care of my hair.